Interreligious Council of Uganda. I know that all of us out there, you've been hearing and getting the adverts, getting to see what is happening in the country. Yes. It is all about advertising the big function that is going to take place on 29th of June. 2024. This is prepared or organized by Interreligious Council of Uganda, yes, in conjunction with the government of Uganda and Global Peace Foundation. So we are going to have it at Kololo Independence Ground. It's going to be so marvelous, so big, so huge. We've invited very many people from outside the country and other business guys, business companies that are going to showcase. So that's where we are. And to see that you've talked about the family. Yes. You know, family is very crucial. Family, we've seen family in Genesis, in the book of Genesis. Yes. It began right from there. The beginning. Yes. It began from the Garden of Eden. Yes. And we see how God created and gave opportunity to a person. So he created man and woman. So this woman came from a man. And with a man and a woman, that's where a family comes from. So when we see that the man stays alone, that has never been a family. Oh yeah. And a woman staying alone has never been a family. So a family is made of two people, and out of the two people there comes another person. So we see that within a family we have the father as the head of the family. Yes. We have a mother as the womb. Yeah. And a child. So the family has children, mother, and a father. Yes. So you cannot divide or separate these three people. Where we have a family, there must be children. Oh yeah. There must be a mother. There must be a father. So when you look at our African family, the family we have in Africa goes beyond the nuclear family. It's extended. And it's a bit extended. It's wide. It combines, or it contains a lot. We see niece, we see the nephews, we see the auntie, we see the uncle, the judges, all of them are there. So that is our family as an African family. But a family, there must be a father, children, and a mother. Definitely. Yes. And when we talk about children, I believe we're talking about even adopted, because there are those who have not gotten the opportunity to have biological children. Exactly. But it doesn't take away the fact that you are a mother. Like Doctor, you're saying, for as long as you have a womb, you are a mother. Exactly. So you take on those which are yours and those which are not yours. Yes. Oh, yes. Well, Word of Life is brought to you by Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Do not forget that. The number will be put for you on the screen if you want to make a reservation. But also to tell you, our topic today is strengthening family and faith under one God for Africa's renaissance. You know, Africa has come a long way, and you were talking about family in the African setting, and I could see, you know, how we would used to live in homesteads. You have your grandmother there, your grandfather, you have your nieces, and everybody's living in one place. But because of civilization, we all call it, we see many being dispersed, and others no longer even visit each other. Exactly. Now we've been thrown away because of work, and a call is only good enough, but even a call sometimes doesn't come through. I believe this festival is to bring family back to the roots, you know, interconnectedness. You know, you cannot live without me. You need me, I need you. True. If you could speak about that. With the Interreligious Council, that's why it has come out to have this family festival. We see that families have been divided. Families, when it comes to technology nowadays, you find that digital is taking the whole world. Digital is not bad, but it's kind of separating. You find a mother is in his bedroom, or maybe they are having supper or dinner. They have lunch, they have like a get together, but everyone is on his phone. He's on his phone. They don't mind about going to visit in the villages. It's just a call. You just it's a call away. But this family festival, or the Renaissance we are talking about, is to bring together, to realign the families, to rebuild the family, to bring back. The Jaja knows where the granddaughter or the son stays. They can sit together, they talk about their generation, their foundation, and the bases. So when you talk about the Renaissance, African Renaissance, we get to know that how are we bringing back the culture, the tradition. We used to sit together. We used to, judges used to tell stories on how things are done. But, family had lost the value. So we want those values to come back, to reconnect, to rebuild, where people can know their culture, spiritual values, and also the norms.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I can say we used to greet, but nowadays you find that to whom it may concern.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we are in the same house, but you cannot actually knock at mother's door to say, how are you, mommy?
Yeah,
Mama,
how did you sleep?
Yeah. How did you sleep? Daddy, how are you? Because some have left even their siblings dead in the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because the norms are no longer
they've been eroded.
Yeah. You find that culture is no longer there. So we want to bring back, to reunite, to reconnect, to rebuild what is lost.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that is it.
When you were talking, actually, even before you said it, I had written it down. Culture is fast eroded. We are seeing so much how people are importing Western culture, even in our dressing, in everything, how we conduct ourselves. I want to speak to my mother. I'll leave her a message. You want to say something. Even for couples, this is family. We're talking about those who are married, those who are aspiring to get married, but also those who have gone apart, simply because things have totally changed. When you go back then, women used to kneel for their husbands. Nowadays, they tell you, your food is in the fridge, warm it, there is a microwave. And so I believe this festival is very, very important, and many of us, because it ought to be touching some of those things, reminding us who we are, that this is who we are as Africans, and it's what makes us Africans. You spoke about storytelling. Nowadays, our children don't know about the hair. We used to hear about Wakaima and how wise and all that, but in all that we were learning, it was a way of teaching. And I think that also goes into our teaching nowadays. If we can talk about our education system, because this all is coming and stemming from our culture.
So when you look at culture, first of all, we have the family dialogue, and it's to base on that, actually, to talk about the culture, the norms, and everything. So this national family dialogue is going to take place actually on Friday. That is
next
tomorrow.
Week. Next week, tomorrow.
21st.
Okay.
Yeah? That is to take place on 21st, National Dialogue. And they're going to bring out all that.
Okay.
So when you see that the woman is no longer kneeling, this is Africa.
Yes.
But we've tried to copy and paste. Yeah.
We hug.
We no longer use words, but we are using actions. So you find a girl, how the girls used to dress, but it is lost. Yeah, the way when you look at how girls are dressed, they're importing the culture from where, I don't know. You can tell,
from the West?
Mostly. But now you find that we are bringing back, this is a family festival, family where values are lost, and we are trying to rebuild the values. A mother and a father must talk to their children. Yes, we take children to school, but that is not enough. We have to take our responsibility as parents as mothers and fathers, we have to know what we are supposed to do to our children. We have to sit them. The teachers alone cannot do everything. You find that teachers, yes, they will give what is needed. Nowadays, the system has changed. They are now trying to do competence-based rather than knowledge-based, because there are certain things that they used to teach in our curriculum which are no longer applicable. So even the education system is changing. We find that in some cultures, they used to marry children. Actually,
they marry them off.
Yeah, they marry them off in a respectable way. But nowadays, you find a child tells you, this is the husband I want. This is my boyfriend, you know. But those things, we used to hide them until that age. Or you clock maybe 20-something after the university, or the parents see that, yes, this is the time for this girl to get married.
And they find a person for you.
And they find a rightful person. That one is no longer there. But the children have tried to also create their own way of marriage or coming together. But we shouldn't neglect where a parent used to come in. Also to identify and suggest. That's what we are looking at. Is this boy really the same? They leave the girl child to be seated, let me say, to be given counsel and counseled before marriage. But a boy child is left out. So we should also have a touch in that and see. And this is what the family festival is all about. So they're having a family dialogue. Yes.
Well, when you talk about the marriage and how it was then, and I remember it was all about, you know, relatives coming together and maybe the gifts just to say thank you. But nowadays there are events. If you don't bring, cars and you don't show off fridges, and then it's not a marriage.
Also, you find that music. You know, a girl used even to fear those days. Where am I going? The person I'm going.
They are crying nowadays.
They are crying, but nowadays it's like kankukube kachi. So those songs they sing and what. So we need to bring back, to rebuild, to align marriage.
Definitely do.
Yes, that's why you see many divorce nowadays. Some are contract. You know, as Africans, we used not to have contract marriages.
Yes.
And but nowadays, you know, you can marry this one if she's not really serving to the expectations.
Let her go.
2 days, 2 months, and they separate. So we need to reunite, rebuild, and align.
You know, when you talk about our children and how, you know, how they think and the culture is fast being eroded, I am reminded that you have an event today, the youth colloquium, if you can tell us a little bit about it. Colloquium.
Yes, it's the youth colloquium. Colloquium. So, you know, it's a kind of, it's a word, but it's a vocabulary used, but meaning a meeting.
Oh,
it's a meeting, yeah.
Okay.
So it is on right now. We have the youth, very many youth, about 600 youth have been mobilized.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever registered is there, and they are going to have panelists. There are very many people of caliber that are going to talk to them. So it's going to be so good. In this meeting, we want to see that our youth who have no skills are given skills. Yeah, they are given, actually some of them are not employed. So how do you curb that problem of unemployment as a youth? Some have finished universities, but they are nowhere. So the family festival is helping the youth to see that they become valuable. They become people of substance. They become people that are important in their country, in their society, communities where they live. So they are there, they are looking at transforming this youth. So the youth colloquium is taking place at Popo. So the youth are there. And if you're a youth and you're still home, please rush.
Make your way.
There's a lot for you. There is a lot for you that Interreligious Council has prepared for you in this event. So please, that is all about the youth colloquium.
Now we can see how the youth have been dealt with, and we shall be having the family dialogue as well happening. And we still have a lot more to come. That is on the 29th of June. And we shall be giving you a small peek when it comes to business when we return after this break. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
This is Church of Uganda Family TV, enriching lives. This is Church of Uganda Family TV, enriching lives.
Welcome back to Word of Life, brought to you by Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. I want to remind you that if you're on your way to Entebbe Airport or maybe coming back from outside Uganda, make a stop at Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. It's on Sebugwao Drive. You can't miss it. It has a very beautiful scenery. And for you that wants to work out, go work in that gym that is very, very well equipped. Also, women, you need that spa, that nice skin to maintain it. Yes. We are talking about the family festival, and it is important because a family was authored by God. So it's very important that we talk about faith. What is faith? Your belief in God, that one that brought you here. So that's where we are going to talk on just a little bit and see what comes when it comes to business.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Actually, when we look at faith, you're telling the whole world about faith. And I also want to bounce it back to you and say, really, when we see faith, where does faith come from? Interreligious Council of Uganda is a faith-based organization.
Yes.
So it's an umbrella. It's an umbrella where affiliates are shielded. So we find that this faith, when you have faith, things you cannot fail to do things. But in this context, faith is believing in God. Yeah, you cannot actually exist without God. Every person needs God. So we are promoting the faith in the family. Those two are inseparable. We see where a family is, there should be God.
Yes.
God initiated the family, so is the alpha of our families.
Yes.
So when you deepen your family into God, you see success. A family that has God cannot fail to reconcile. A family that has God cannot fail to solve conflicts. We know where people are, like in families. A family, there are misunderstandings. People who are living together always have misunderstandings. But those misunderstandings are only solved when God is in our midst.
Yes.
Because the Bible says that where 2 or 3 are gathered together,
There he is.
there God abides. He's always in their midst. So in our families, we know that there's God. But where we've reached, in some instances, you find families have conflicts. Families get to clash. You see a mother and a father fighting. The children are watching. In those days, we used to not to hear such happenings with our parents. They could even hide. They could go in the hide and solve their problems. But we want to bring back these families where God is the solution. So in our faith, this is a route where we should begin from. Yeah. You have something?
No.
Yeah. So the family and God are inseparable. When you want your family to live together, please apply God. That's why we have even a family. We've called it. It is the Religious Freedom and Family Strengthening Roundtable. It's going to take place on 25th of this very month.
Wow.
So they are going to talk about this, how faith can help. You know, you can go into sorcery. Sorcery does not help. It's only God who can help families to stay together. A family that has God prays together. Yeah, we need to tell the whole public, the whole community, the whole world that a family without God is not a family. It will always collapse. It will always collapse.
Where is that going to be? Where is it going to be?
It is Hotel Africana.
Okay, who is invited?
Yes, you're all invited, but they are panelists. They are all those people that are sent communication, what we call invitation letters. They are going to come.
Okay.
So we are talking about reuniting families with God, reconciling families back to God. So a family, as you may read, that faith is what we hope for.
The substance of things.
It's the substance, exactly.
The evidence
for
of things
that
not
we
seen.
hope for. They are not seen. So if a faith, that faith can come into you when you have God.
Yes.
Yeah, you only believe in God. And just that's why we are calling the whole public to to come at Kololo, because we expect faith leaders, faith-based leaders,
yes,
all of them to be there. We've invited these religious leaders from all over the country and outside country to come and show people how and what God has really done for them. There are going to be testimonies. There are going to be Christian music. That is faith, you know. Yeah, people, you know that there are also books that are printed full of music, and it is religious music, religious songs. And I want to assure you and to invite you at Kololo Independence Ground on 29th to come and see what is going to take place. This Kololo Independence Ground is going to be free of charge, and there is no fee that you're going to pay for maybe attending the festival. Come, bring the family, and we are going to have families. You see, families praying together. Families will come together and pray at Kololo. So you all come and see, come and learn. A lot is going to be there.
When you talk about learning, this is when we are waiting for business. Can you take us there a little bit?
Business, yeah.
Yes.
There are many activities that we have in this festival. Actually, we've taken this June, the whole of June, to be a festive season. Faith festive season that is to do with family. Family and God are together. So, what is going to be at Kololo on that day of 29th is the health camp. Yeah, we are going to have, you know, people are suffering a lot. As a doctor, I've seen very many people who cannot even afford screening, going for dental checkups, going for HIV tests, going for malaria tests. So we are going to have a health camp at Kololo Independence Ground on 29th. There is a big tent. They are going to give you medication. They are going to give you treatment. They are going to screen. So the camp is there. If you have any sickness, any illness, so you come. They are going to help you. If you're diabetic, they are going to do a health education. There will be talks, yeah, in that camp. And not only that, we also have exhibition. We've invited very many people from outside the country. These are international business people who are coming to showcase. They are coming to exhibit. They are going to show us what and how they do business. Are you in coffee? Are you having a small enterprise? Come and do exhibition. So business is going to be there at Kololo. And if I may maybe remind the public, there are those who have already got space.
Okay.
We have in the magazine, very many people have paid. You know, it's a small pay that you issue out, you give to the finance, and they put in the magazine. Yeah, in the magazine, actually, we have slots.
Okay.
We have those full page, the half page, the quarter page. This is what we call the I page.
How do they get there? What's the contact? Where can they go? What office?
Actually, when you come to Interreligious or the Global Peace Foundation, we have a gentleman. He has been all over to talk about the family festival that is taking place at Kololo. And this guy, or the gentleman, is called Ezra.
Okay.
Ezra. He's with the Global Peace Foundation. So
Location.
The
location.
Yeah, the location is in Naguru. Yeah, you can Google. Yeah, just slot in Naguru Peace, Global Peace Foundation. The people that are also working with us to see that this come true.
Okay.
And at Interreligious Council of Uganda, I'm the one in charge of exhibition. So I'll give them my number in case they want to.
You can share
show
it, actually.
Yes, okay. If they want to showcase, they can take my number, call me, and we see how you come out with business. So many people, those who are doing crafts. Yeah, here I tried to bullet some small things that those people who are doing business on a small scale, you're also invited. Are you in poultry? Are you in agriculture? Are you in crafts? So all that is business. Don't say I'm doing something small. No, even the people who are doing ice cream, because at Kololo we are going to have children. It's a family festival.
Yes.
You can bring your ice cream machine and try to do business. The children will eat ice cream. The children will play. I mean, those who have merry-go-rounds, those slides and the bouncing castle. You come and do business because it's family. We want you to come and do business with us. So don't say, for me I have something small, or these are play equipment for children. Bring them. We a family. You bring, the children are going to play. And a family without business, a family that does not have income is not really good. We've seen conflicts in the family, families having conflicts just because the husband does not earn, a woman does not earn. But this festival, the family festival, is there to help you learn even from those other ones who are in business already. It does not mean that you who has no business that you're doing, that you're prohibited from coming to Kololo. Even those without business, you come and learn. Come. This is to mobilize you, come and learn from others, because livelihood is important, is to everyone. So there are those people who can tell us how things are done. Yeah, we've invited even people from Europe. They are coming to show us how business are done. So don't miss out. And with business, it's not local only, but we've invited international business people to come and showcase. So don't miss out. Please be there at Kololo Independence Grounds. If you're sick, please come. Yeah, because we are a country full of sick people.
Oh yes.
It's not really a country. And a home that is full of sick family people brings poverty. Sickness brings poverty.
Oh yes.
And we are trying to mitigate all that, to see that a family lives happy without sickness, without those illnesses. Children are free, children study. A sick person does not go to work, sick person does not go to school. So we are to see that a country, a health family. So we are targeting people who are healthy.
Oh yes, and we remind you that this is happening on the 29th of June. 29th of June. Please mark your calendar. We're at Kololo Independence Grounds. What time? 8 a.m. It's going to be open, and then definitely you make sure that you take your friend with you, because it's open for everybody. This is interreligious, interfaith.
Yes.
So it's not about only Christians or Muslims. Everybody is invited. Even you that doesn't know God, you don't know how you appeared
Even
in this world.
traditional leaders, the cultural leaders, you're all invited.
Yes.
Please be there. And you know what? Something I had forgotten to talk about. We know that we are going to invite couples to open dance. So there will be that physical fitness. We are promoting physical fitness where marrieds will come. Show, our guest of honor is His Excellency, the President of this country, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I know Mama Janet will be there.
Definitely.
I don't know which couple they are going to bring first, but there will be couple dance.
So the president is going to dance. Oh yeah,
So
hoping
they are all there.
that you'll dance.
Yes.
Oh yes, and we remind you that it is free of charge, so don't worry saying you don't have money. And looking at activities, you already mentioned there will be music.
Yeah.
Not only gospel music, there will be music.
We've invited so many artists.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
to
many
be there.
artists.
They are going to be there. Any artist you know. Bayimbi. Bayimbi bonna begwanga.
Oh, yes.
They will be there. You call them Bayimbi bagwanga. Yena gwomanyi bani barema bani. You can mention them. They are all there. So
Yes.
even Pastor Bugembe and the team, those born agains, they are there. The Anglicans, they are there.
The different
Catholics,
choirs.
Yes, all saints, they are there. So it is inter-religious.
Yes.
Yes, musicians,
Oh, yeah.
all of them. So our artists will be there. Please come, bring children, bring your family. Don't miss. We've not sent you a card, but this is a voice to invite you. Everyone is entitled to be there.
Everybody is open to come, and there is food that has been set aside for you.
Lunch, yeah.
Lunch
Buffet. It's buffet. So you're
free
going
of
to-
charge.
Free of charge.
Food is free of charge. The president has kugabulad. I understand. Yes.
So please come.
Yeah, so everybody do not stay back. This is a day when you are going to enjoy yourself, but also be reminded of who you are as an African, but also as a person who should know who created you. So your faith revived, also your family reconnected. Very important for you to understand our Ubuntu philosophy, where you need me, I need you. That is very important. In life, people think they are islands. They think you don't need your neighbor. You need your neighbor.
Exactly.
And unless you can understand this, you may not go far. So it is important that you make your way. 29th June, Kololo Independence Grounds is going to be very, very free of charge. Remember, we're talking about freedom. That's why we're going to Kololo. It is free. So make sure you come and come early, because I can only imagine the numbers that are going to be there.
Do you know what? We may even borrow the sky.
This is the time to fly for
and
sure.
have an extension, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are going to have the overflow.
Definitely, there's going to be an overflow.
So come early and get space. Come early, get space. 29th of June. Please mark that on your calendar.
Oh, yes.
Write it where children. I know some children are at home, those some at school, but some at home, yeah, and they can remind their parents that, you know what, on Family TV, we've been watching, and they are saying on 29th of June, we are to be at Kololo Independence Grounds, for a family festival.
Well, Dr. Hamiat told us how we're also going to have a health camp. Remember, she's a doctor. She can't lie about that. So you go take all the diseases, whatever it is. Maybe you don't even know what you're suffering from. It is a time for you to go get checked up and get help. Doctor, our time is fast spent. I want you to give us your last remarks.
Oh yeah, on that very one of the health camp, actually we are even donating blood.
Wow.
Yeah, we are donating blood. Please come if you're there, out there, and please, you've ever wanted to donate blood, this is your time. We are donating blood. We are giving medicine, the what we call the basics or the first aid.
Okay.
Yeah, they say first aid. So the first treatment, you'll get it at Kololo. Please bring the sick for treatment, for screening, cancers and everything. And I'm here to call you, to call the whole public to be there on 29th. We are the Interreligious Council of Uganda, together with the Global Peace Foundation and the government of Uganda, to do all this family festival.
Wow.
Please be there at Kololo on 29th.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hamiat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, our dear viewer, for staying with us for today's Word of Life. I am Daphne Karungi Kangave. And for now, I'm going to say bye-bye, but stay here as we continue to enrich your life.